And in the feature fight of the night, we got Kevin Holland making a quick turnaround, taking on Gunnar Nelson. And the crazy train continues for Holland, man. I mean, this is going to be his second fight this year already. Two fights at 85 previous, and now he's back at 170. Hopefully that means we get a better, more focused Holland. The last two performances have been really bad from him, and I feel like MVP kind of broke his fighting spirit. Before the MVP fight, Holland was going tooth and nail to a split decision with someone like Jack Della, but now, regardless if he was fighting grapplers, fighting at 170 or not, or at 185 or not, he just wasn't even being competitive. I mean, this fight might be the end of the line for Holland if he has another performance like that. So, yes, to really show out and show up this time, but Gunnar Nelson poking his head out again, putting on the gloves for the first time in 2 years. Part of kind of a dying era as far as the UFC goes. He's one of the longest tenured fighters in the company. He had his first fight 13 years ago, and he came in and kind of paved the way for Conor McGregor, other SBG fighters in the UFC, and still going in 2025. But recently, we're lucky to see him fight even once a year. Since 2019, he's only had 3 fights, but he's won 2 fights in a row. And his last fight was 2 years ago, and it didn't even go 5 minutes, but he hasn't had much wear and tear. He's not super old at 36, so theoretically, he should still be good. I mean, this is a chance for him to fight in the UK. He's a fan favorite. He's getting a big paycheck, and we'll see if he can get another victory. And he's a fighter who has maintained his uniqueness throughout generations. A lot of the time, you'll see guys' styles kind of become outdated, but even for today's standards, Nelson has much more skill than most fighters. On the feet, he has the long karate stance, closes distance extremely fast. He'll throw nice kicks to all parts of the body, fast straight punches. He's looking to body lock you, get the takedown, and he has extremely low volume on the feet. If you don't overextend or let him back you up to the fence, he isn't really going to throw much, but that also makes him very hard to hit, and he's only been knocked out once, and that was controversial. And elite jiu-jitsu, he's super dangerous on top, brutal elbows, heavy top pressure, good back takes. He has a couple armbar wins. He has rear naked choke wins, and he doesn't want to end up on his back in this fight because he does end up playing jiu-jitsu a lot of the time, and Holland's elbows, ground and pound, are going to be potentially threatening for Nelson, but I think obviously for Nelson, if it's on the ground and he's on top, he's going to be in a big, advantageous position. And for Kevin Holland, nice 1-2s, good counter left hook, dangerous straight punches, big power, odd angles that he's throwing from, and he has decent kicks as well. And in the clinch, he has nice knees, nice elbows. Obviously, we know with this wrestling and grappling, it hasn't really been there throughout his career, even though he's a black belt. He used that more defensively, and recently he's been getting submitted either way. And it's a weird fight, but I don't know. I'm going to say Gunnar via first-round submission. I just think it's going to be a more risk-averse, composed, smarter fighter. He's going to move around on the outside. He'll get Holland either fall asleep where he can explode in or take him down, or maybe get Holland to overextend and get the takedown, and I think he can get the finish on top. I just don't trust Holland at this point, but if you're looking at it from a value perspective, I think maybe Holland has some value when he was the underdog. Now the line's getting almost even money. I'm not really too sure what to think about this fight, but I'm going to go with Gunnar Nelson as just a prediction here.